your hip.
That's fine. Thank you.
John, you can come on stage, turn your camera and your mic on. Yes,
hello,
Brian,
everyone.
you're all alive, and as soon as Brian, John get on stage, you all can get started. Yes.
Okay, so we're up on the main stage now. Okay.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
Hello, everyone. Hello, John.
Yes, Brian, you are all alive.
Good.
It's Brian, John, get on stage. You
hello,
all
everyone from Bantucola Network. Okay, so we're up on the main stage now. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, John.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
Hello, everyone. Good.
Yes, Brian, you are all alive.
Hello, everyone from Bantucola Network. Well, you see, I have my mask on still.
Get on stage. You all can get started.
And this kind of shows you the time period that we have now. On the main stage now. COVID-19.
Yes.
I think we're hearing echo. John, is your different sessions on? Okay. Lloyd, you ready? Okay, everyone. I'm CEO of the Gulf Coast Minority Chamber of Commerce, and today we're very fortunate to have as our guest John Hill. Let him explain and introduce himself and explain some details, but John's going to talk about nonprofits and how to get through the turmoil of the pandemic. You saw earlier that I had my mask on, and that's kind of the new norm that we have now. We just went through an election and are still going through it in some regards for the president. So we're just trying to get through this whole pandemic. We got to get through the election. Went through hurricanes. It's been an extremely tough time for nonprofits. I know personally, when I went to the county commissioners to ask about having CARES Fund be delivered to businesses, I explained to them the importance of having some money set aside for nonprofits, because nonprofits are the people who help out others. And if you don't provide funding, the admin dollars to help them survive, they can't help out others. It's truly a big trickle-down process as far as helping ones out to serve others. Announcements-wise, this is November, which is the month that Lloyd and Robin typically do work on nonprofits, and I'm very happy to have John Hill here today. I went through John's bio earlier and went through some different details, but I'll let John explain his background, who he is,
Thank you, Brian.
what his position is.
I think it was one of the best statements I heard is the challenges we're facing over this past year. And it's a new world, and we need to be prepared to evolve and change as we go through these new challenges. But my name is John Hill. I'm from Bantucola. Family have been here forever. I grew up in Mayfair and went to Brownsville, Pine Forest. Later went to PSC, had a long time career in retail, and became a human resources manager. And then went back to college at UWF and was going to work at underwater archaeology, which I was doing up until about 2009. And at that point, I wanted to do some volunteer work because I've always did volunteer with Habitat for Humanity and a lot of other organizations. I was a volunteer soccer coach for years. And I found this new organization called the Bantucola Lighthouse Association, and wanted to see if they needed some volunteers. They did. There was probably about 10 people in a room at Warrington Fire Station, and they asked if anybody had retail experience. After 15 to 20 years of that, it's the last thing I wanted to do, but I did have some experience, and I helped them set up the gift shop. And eventually my volunteer time, which was supposed to have been about 4 to 8 hours a week, ended up being 40 hours a week. And so I kind of got an ultimatum that I had to, from my wife, who is my wife now, that says, you need to get paid for some of this. and we worked it out. So they would hire me part-time, which ended up being like 10 hours a week. And it helped stipend our income. And at the time, I was a server at Sonny's and doing underwater archaeology, which is kind of a gig job. Everybody knows about the gig economy right now. And that grew, and I had the mission to get the lighthouse open to the public full time. And it was really challenging because I had to both grow the organization and I had to grow the museum and the business. And we are a business. And